With trillions in college loans set to resume payments in September, we are seeing the mainstream media swing into full protect the free journalism degrees mode, even as other data is showing that, in short, millions of borrowers are deadbeats who should probably get a job. This week, The Economist ran a story asking if the student debt moratorium was a mistake, since despite handing millions of high-earning people $15,000 each, costing you roughly $200 billion, those millions of beneficiaries did not actually reduce their debt. In fact, they went deeper into debt, taking on $4,500 in new debt compared to non-beneficiaries with private loans. That included $2,000 extra of credit card, mortgage, and car loan debt. So these people got $15,000 from you, the taxpayer, and apparently they blew it all and then took on even more debt compared to people who did not get the handouts. This should not have been surprising. Even before the pandemic, only half of college loan borrowers were actually repaying. A quarter were taking advantage of hundreds of deferment programs the left uses to reward its foot soldiers, things like government jobs or nonprofits. Another 25%, or 10 million people, were in delinquency or default. Now, if between a quarter and a half of college grads are deadbeats, maybe we're educating the wrong people. My unscientific guess is that the dentists and computer scientists are paying their loans, while theater and gender theory majors are probably not. Standing up for this army of educated deadbeats, CNBC ran a long piece profiling some of the tough choices they face. They warn darkly that this army of educated deadbeats is bracing, their word, to start paying loans back, averaging $350 a month. Now, given the average college grad makes over $65,000 per year, between 50% and 100% more than non-grads, that comes to about 2 hours a week. Of course, CNBC was going for the heartstrings, so they humanized the story with real people. And the best they could find was a high school principal who earns $100,000 a year and is panicked at $600 a month. Quote, "Where is that going to come from?" she asks darkly, perhaps forgetting about the $100,000. Next up was a public school teacher who can technically come up with the extra money, but, quote, doesn't believe he should have to, because he's a teacher. Incidentally, public school teachers make far more than the general population, plus they get 3 months vacation and very generous retirement benefits. Unions intentionally hold down the starting salaries as a prop for negotiations, with media dutifully playing along. Moreover, given public school teacher performance, I talked about this last week, many school teachers probably shouldn't be earning a salary at all. The left has turned universities into finishing schools for their army of activists, and student loans have become the main siphon, sending hundreds of billions a year from your pocket into these spawn points of the revolution. So what is the solution? Easy. Get government out of student loans. In fact, get government out of universities altogether. Company R&D will fund true innovation, as it always has, and the revolution dries up. The useful majors, the dentists, the doctors, the scientists, and the programmers, borrow on their future incomes, while the theater majors and gender studies majors will sadly have to indulge their hobbies on their own dime. Of course, that will not happen until voters make it happen. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.